Yo, what's up, everybody? Pretty crazy day. Man, the first things first with the Liberty. If you haven't heard, the Liberty will fine $500,000 for taking their players on chartered flights and private flights and stuff at away games last season. Sabrina Ionescu called it a complete joke. Skylar Diggins, and then so that's, I mean, it speaks for itself. It's pretty embarrassing. Remember, I believe it was Mark Davis. I can't remember which family of the Davis family owns the Aces, but yeah, I believe it was Mark Davis. Mark Davis, he wanted to do the same thing for his players, but he would have got fined for doing that. And then Liz Cambage, she's obviously been talking about the CBA, but being 6'8" and not being able to fit and coach, already flying commercial and stuff like that, is one of the top athletes in the world at her sport. So, I mean, I think obviously Liz has a point. I think Mark Davis has a point, and I think the owners of the New York Liberty as well have a point. So, that's just how I feel about that. The other thing is getting spicy, man. It's getting spicy on the college side of things, man, because, yeah, the whole Iowa, South Carolina thing. For those of you who don't know, let me catch you up to the pettiness. So, after Iowa won their regular season conference championship, in the post-game presser, the Iowa coach said she's making her case pretty much for Caitlin to win Player of the Year over Aliyah. And she was like, yeah, Caitlin has the ball in her hands all the time because she has to do this. And we have great players, but she's surrounded by 10 All-Americans. And, she kept saying 10 All-Americans, 10 All-Americans. What other possible National Player of the Year candidate could she be referring to? I don't know. Maybe the one in Columbia, South Carolina, who has gotten a bunch of graphics and a little kind of story from Holly Rowe from back in her hometown of Aliyah Boston. Anyways, so from that, people have been kind of saying their piece or whatever about it. I personally think Aliyah Boston should be the National Player of the Year because she was the best player on the best team. And I just think Caitlin's team has just lost a lot. I know they played tough competition, so is South Carolina, and I know South Carolina has a better team, but I mean, Aliyah's just been consistent, 20, double-doubles every game. Caitlin's had a couple of, off nights. Even though I love Caitlin, I love watching her play. She plays the game a beautiful way. She plays the game the modern way. Steph Curry's, Trae Young's, Damian Lillard's, and stuff like that. That's her breed, and she can pass the ball, she can sling the rock. Just an exciting player to watch. I'm all the way Caitlin high, but I think Aliyah, for the sake of wins and for the sake of quality, it's like, the Tim Duncan thing. I've seen people compare it to Tim Duncan before, and it's like, get it to the steady person who's winning all the time. With the exception of one upset they had no business losing. Anyway, so Skylar Diggins Smith, she pitched in and she was like, if you want All-Americans, maybe you should recruit better. So that's what Scott said, a little spicy there. So that's what's going on. Until next time.